Rafael Nadal, or Rafa as he's fondly referred to by fans, is a professional tennis player. Born in Manacor, Spain on the 3rd of June 1986. He is ranked world number 3 by the Association of Tennis Professionals, has been ranked number 1 in the ATP rankings for over 209 weeks, and has finished as the year-end number 1 5 times. Rafa first started playing tennis at the tender age of 3, when one of his uncles, Tony Nadal, a tennis coach, noticed his raw and natural talent. When Rafa was 8, he won an under-12 regional tennis championship. By the age of 12, he won the Spanish and European tennis titles in his age group. And by the age of 14, the Spanish Tennis Federation requested he leave Mallorca and move to Barcelona to continue his tennis training. His continued success today makes a lot of sense right now, doesn't it? Stick around, and we'll tell you all about his life, his career, his net worth, and a whole lot more. Remember to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on your favorite celebrities. Rafa grew up in Manacor, a town on the picturesque island of Mallorca. He has a younger sister, Maria, and 2 famous uncles, the retired professional footballer Miguel Angel Nadal, and of course uncle turned coach Tony Nadal. At first, Rafa had his sights set on a football career, and as a child, he idolized the Barcelona striker Ronaldo. His retired footballer uncle even got him access to the Barcelona dressing room once, where he took a photo with his icon. In his early teens, he played for the Manacor boys football team, right up until he won the under-12 regional tennis championship. His future in tennis suddenly became clear, and he shifted his focus completely. 3 years later, he turned professional and participated in 2 events on the ITF Junior circuit. In 2002, only 2 months shy of 16 and the world number 762, Rafa won his first ATP match, defeating Ramon Delgado, a player who is now retired. This feat meant Rafa became the 9th player in the Open era to win his first ATP match before the age of 16. Rafa was coached by his uncle up until recently and has his uncle to thank for a lot of his success. Rafa was one of the most successful teenagers in ATP Tour history, reaching number 2 in the world at the age of 19 and winning 16 titles, including his first French Open and 6 Masters events. In 2018, he reached number 1 for the first time after his first major victory off clay against a longtime top-ranked Roger Federer. He also won an Olympic gold medal in singles in 2010 in Beijing, and then completed the career Grand Slam at the 2010 US Open in the only year where he won 3 majors. With his Olympic gold medal, he is also one of only 2 male players to complete the career Golden Slam. Having beaten Roger, Rafa quickly moved on to the final rival, Novak Djokovic. The two have faced each other 57 times, including 9 major finals, the most in men's Open era history. Since Djokovic defeated Rafa in 3 consecutive major finals between the 2011 and 2012 French Open tournaments, Rafa has struggled at Wimbledon and has not won another Australian Open to date. He has, however, continued his dominance at the French Open by winning at least 4 consecutive titles a second and a third time, while also winning 3 more US Open titles. And in 2020, a year of doom for so many, Rafa tied Roger's record for the most Grand Slam men's singles titles at the 2020 French Open. Having so many titles and wins under his belt has made Rafa a very rich man. Make sure you keep watching to hear all about his net worth and lifestyle. Towards the end of 2020, in November, Rafa officially passed the American Jimmy Connors for the most consecutive weeks in the top 10 on the FedEx ATP rankings. To date, Rafa has spent a total of 790 consecutive weeks among the tennis elite. 790 consecutive weeks, not days, weeks. That's over 15 years. Making it even more impressive, 93% of his time in the top 10 has been spent in the top 5, in addition to his 209 weeks as world number 1. At the 2020 ATP Finals, Rafa played in the London 2020 group, where he defeated Roblev and defending champion Tsitsipas, progressing to the semifinals and securing ending the year as number 2. This was quite the feat for Rafa because it was the first time since 2015 that he had reached the semifinals. Unfortunately, he lost his semifinal match to eventual championship Daniil Medvedev in 3 sets. All is not lost though, because it was the 7th time that he finished year-end number 2, and he currently leads the so-called Big 3 with 12 top 2 finishes. So how about his net worth then? Rafa Nadal is the top 5 wealthiest tennis players ever and also works with dozens of big brands. His current net worth is estimated to be over $200 million. Man. After Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, and Serena Williams, Rafa is the 4th richest tennis player in the world right now. He is currently ranked 27th in the Forbes 2020 list of the highest paid athletes. Since his official debut in 2011, he has won an astonishing $124 million in prize money, and because of various sponsorship deals and other investments including his own foundation, he has an active source of income. His children's children, should he and his wife decide to have kids, will probably never have to work a day in their lives. Clearly proud of his roots, Rafa lives in a luxurious house on the Puerto Crisco coast, which is on the southeast coast of Mallorca, Spain. It obviously has all the necessary amenities him and his wife could ever dream of. The house has an area of 7,000 square feet and offers an exquisite view of the Balearic Sea. Rafa married his longtime girlfriend, Exisa Perello, in October 2019. Unlike his competitors, Rafa has only 2 residences, the one in Puerto Cristo and another in the Dominican Republic. His beautiful Spanish property cost him a mere $4.3 million in 2013. Amongst its many impressive features, the home has a gym fitted with professional equipment, obviously, as well as direct access to the beach. As for his home in the Dominican Republic, where he spends his time off, well, it's just as luxurious. The Caribbean property is located in front of beautiful beaches and other relaxing views. A swimming pool in front of the house has wooden floors and is surrounded by white sunbeds. The spectacular villa is said to have cost him around $2 million. It sounds like the perfect spot to relax to after season, doesn't it? But that's not the only way in which he spends his millions. Rafa has a passion for yachts and celebrated his 34th birthday when he purchased a fully customized brand new Sunreef 80 power catamaran, which he named Great White. The luxury yacht had an estimated price tag of around $6.2 million, with Rafa helping personally design the interiors. The 80-foot multi-hull yacht has 2 1,200 horsepower engines and can reach a top speed of 24 knots, which allows Rafa to cruise around the Balearic Islands with his family in a style worthy of a multi-millionaire champion, often donating money to charities. But we'll get into that in just a bit. Among his ever-growing car collection are his 2 favorites, an Aston Martin DBS and the rare Mercedes SL55. The later comes with a starting price of just under $115,000 and comes with a 449 horsepower V8 engine. But wait, there's more. He also has his very own private jet, a Cessna Citation CG2 Plus to be exact. He mainly uses it to travel to and fro tournaments, and being the super nice guy that he is, he has even brought his competitors along for a ride a few times. His plane is said to have cost him somewhere around $6.5 million. Speaking of him being a nice guy, in 2007, he set up the Rafa Nadal Foundation, which aims to support children in Spain and India through sports and education. The foundation's main aim is to help kids achieve equal opportunities and to help them improve their abilities and talents, regardless of their social and personal conditions. Here are a few interesting things you might have not known about Rafa, is that he is the only left-handed member of the Big Three, being Rafa himself, Roger Federer, and Novak Djokovic. He is, however, right-handed naturally. One of his main strengths is his forehand, which he routinely hits with extremely heavy topspin at difficult angles to return. He's also one of the best at breaking serve, regularly appearing among the tour leaders in percentage of return games, return points, and break points won. And then there's the fact that he is very superstitious. There are quite a few examples of Rafa being superstitious, but the most notable one while playing is his insistence on lining up all of his water bottles. Between each chargeover, it's very noticeable in person and on television that he lines them up just right. And strangely enough, while he usually wears a double wristband on each wrist and nothing else, he did also add a watch to his on-court look in 2010. Also, he appeared in one of Shakira's music videos back in 2009. He is actually quite good friends with her, and when she asked him to appear in the video for Gypsy, he gladly did. He played her love interest, and it would appear as if he had been faithful to their on-screen romance ever since. To date, it's the only music video that he's ever appeared in. We said it before and we say it again, but this quote by the man himself will say it for us. I am always working for the same goal, to improve as a player and as a person. Ah, Rafa, such a super nice guy. That's all we have for you today on Rafa Nadal. For now, thanks for watching. Head on over to the comment section and let us know what you thought of this video, or leave us a few suggestions of who you'd like us to cover next.